All right, y'all. So our Hurricanes are going to be playing against the Indiana Hoosiers in the national championship. I don't mean to distract. There's a whole lot of stuff going on. There's recruiting. There's a big time quarterback on campus. A lot of stuff going on. I don't mean to distract, but some of these Ohio State fools are still pouting, y'all. Some of them are still pouting, and we got to address this. There's these comments that's being sent. First, let me ask this because there's a clip that I want to show y'all. But before we get into that clip, I got to ask, where is Jeremiah Smith been? There's got to be a milk carton out there with his face on it somewhere. I don't know where he's been because before the game started, he was the main person that everybody was talking to. Everybody was asking questions to. He claimed that Miami was a second home to him, which is nonsense to me. He claimed that if Miami was looking as good as they are now, maybe he wouldn't have gone to Ohio State. Maybe he would have gone to Miami. He had all this stuff to say. He said that he had, quote unquote, something for him, is what he said. He said the Buckeyes had something for the Hurricanes before the game. Since the game happened, I ain't heard from dude. I haven't seen him. I don't know what's going on. Please let me know where Jeremiah Smith is because he's been so quiet. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to the point of topic here, okay? So, there's this statement that's been going around. There's this sentiment that's been going around. There's this thought process that's been going around that says if Ohio State could play Miami 9 more times, Ohio State would win all 9 of those times. It just so happens that the Hurricanes got lucky this time. This time around, we won the one time that we could possibly win. 1 in 100 chance, 1 in 10 chance, and we just so happened to get that chance, and we won luckily this time. There's a guy on their team who said that, and Caleb Downs does a podcast with his brother called Downs to Business. Pretty clever. I like it. And I also think, I haven't subscribed to it, but I like it. Y'all should subscribe to this channel though, right? Please do. Like the video as well. Thank you. But this brother, Caleb Downs' brother, asked him about the statement that his teammate came out and said, which was, yeah, if we played 9 more times, we'd win all 9 times. We just didn't play well. Miami lucked out and got the W. And Caleb Downs actually doubled down on it. He was like, yeah, I agree with it. So let's hear the comment. And I got so much to say about this. And I'm going to talk about a different team that I think should take notes on everything that I'm saying here. All right, let's go ahead and get into this comment. These comments.
So
One of one of y'all's players said something like, "If this game was played 10 times, the other 9 would be a different outcome."
Kane Curry, I truly believe that. Like, I feel like if we would have won that game, I definitely think we would have won the whole thing. And yeah, I think we played bad football. Like, we didn't play good football like we had been playing the whole season. So if we had played like we played our other 12 games that we won, or in the last 2 games we didn't execute well enough, we executed the way that we needed to, we would have won that game. So yeah, I mean, there's really nothing else to be said.
I feel you. I don't. It's hard to say something like that. Like,
I mean, but like,
after the one sample size, you can't. It's hard to say like, oh, we beat y'all 99 out of 100 times. This is the one time, like. Bro.
But there is games like that. Like, at the end of the day, it's who wins that day.
There is.
But like,
I feel like that's like.
Do I think
that's a good? Yeah.
Probably.
Yes. Do you think y'all are a better football team than Miami overall?
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, I think that y'all were.
But they played better on that day, and they won that day.
I can't. But like saying 9 times out of 10 y'all beat them, like that's like a 9 times out of 10 out of like y'all play like I don't know, Maryland or who?
Okay,
like, who?
7 out of 10.
Yeah, you feel like I don't think you can say 9 times out of 10. Now say like, hey, we play them again, we gonna beat them. I promise. Like if we play them tomorrow, we would beat them, or like. We beat that team majority of the time. All right, majority, but not saying 9 times out of 10 like we win that game. Like you just can't.
I think that's
say
just
that,
that's just an.
But obviously,
say 9 out of 10 is just like like people just say like 9 out of 10 like.
No, I know. I know the analogy. I'm just saying in this situation, I don't know if that is entirely true because of how I think y'all lost that game. That's what I'm saying. That, but no, it's just because of how I think y'all lost that game. If it wasn't like a. They D line is crazy.
They would snap.
That's what their D line won them that game. Crazy. I was saying it wasn't like they D line is crazy.
They would snap.
That's what their D line won them that game. That's how it's hard to say like, oh, like we beat them like 9 times out of 10 because, like, you know, their D line is there.
If we have another chance, we'll change the plan up a little bit and make it work.
Yeah, but y'all still have to deal with that front. That's what I'm saying. It's not like a play. It's not the thing of like when y'all lost to Indiana. Like, I don't think their front was doing that much. I think y'all should have went for it on that 4th and 2 instead of kicking that field goal and then things like that. Like, yeah, that's different. They're a great team too, though. But when you have a team that has a front that is just dominating your front, it's hard to win that game. Like it's hard to beat a team that has a better front 7 than you. That's 100% true.
That's where wins come from.
That's what I'm saying. So if a team has a better front 7 than you, it's hard to say like we'll beat them 9 times out of 10 if they have a better front 7 than you, because then you're like, that's not true. Like if it was, y'all could beat them though. Y'all can beat them. I'm just saying like if it was.
Hey man, we'll never know. At the end of the day, we'll never know.
All right, so I'm telling y'all this, okay? One of the things that's become the downfall of our world, that's become the downfall of America, is the yes man. If you got yes men around you, please have them go elsewhere. If your brothers and cousins and uncles are not keeping it real with you like Caleb Downs' brother just kept it real with him, you got to get rid of them. I applaud Caleb Downs' brother because it's not always easy to tell the folks you love the truth. And he gave him the cold, hard truth right then and there. The other school that I was thinking about when I was hearing this is Notre Dame. Remember we kept hearing about, oh, well, sure, Miami beat Notre Dame at the beginning of the season, but if they played now, Notre Dame would win this time. And I kept saying, no, they would not. Why? Because they still, today, could not block the front 4 that we got. They couldn't block them back then, and they can't block them now. That's simple. They can't block them. And I've given y'all the analogy before. If I played LeBron James in basketball today, and he just overpowered me to the goal every time and got layups, it does not matter what happens to me from this point to 4 months down the road. There's no way I'm going to be able to stop him. I can't do anything different in 4 months to be able to stop him. It's not possible. Maybe 4 years if I train like the world's greatest athlete. I don't know. There's nothing I can do in 4 months. And that's the same thing that I'm saying to these folks from Notre Dame. You got overpowered, out athleticized, if that's a word. You got outmanned. You got everything. It was just, you could not stop them. Ruben Bain turned one of your offensive linemen in a complete circle. After he threw him, he turned into a complete circle. There's nothing you can do about that. The last drive that the Hurricanes had, the last drive that Notre Dame had against the Hurricanes, you saw the cheat code get activated by the Hurricanes. Y'all couldn't even get a ball thrown down the field because every time you snapped it, Ruben Bain and Mesidor was sitting in the quarterback's lap within 1.2 seconds. It was a cheat code. You couldn't do anything about it then, and you can't do anything about it today. And that's the exact same thing that I would say to Caleb Downs. Just like his brother said, bro, I understand you got confidence in your team, and I appreciate that. I understand you got confidence in yourself, and I can appreciate that. But the fact still stands. Your front 5 could not handle their front 4. It's that simple. You played today and you lost. If you played tomorrow, that same front 4 that you could not block yesterday, you got to try to block them again today, and you can't do it. A week later, it's the same front 4 against your front 5. They can't block them today either. There's no scheme. There's no nothing that you can change about that. There's nothing. If you lost based on just being totally dominated physically, athletically, you're not going to do anything different the next day. It can't change. I don't know how else to explain that. If I'm playing against LeBron James today and he beats me 100-0, I'm not going to beat him 99-100 tomorrow. I'm not going to get 100 points better in one day. It's not possible. I'm not going to grow eight more inches tomorrow. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to get twice as strong tomorrow. Not happening. So that's what these people have to understand when they say stuff like, well, if we played 9 more times, we know we'd beat them those other 9 times. That kind of stuff can be said if, like, I remember when I'm a Jayhawk basketball fan. I remember when my Jayhawks lost years ago to Northern Iowa in the tournament. This is like 2006 or something like that. They lost to Northern Iowa in the tournament. Northern Iowa got hot and made every three point they threw up, it went in, just hitting them from everywhere. And the Jayhawks got super cold, and before you know it, Jayhawks lost. When I looked at that game, I said, if we played them 9 more times, we would beat them 9 times, because there's no way they're going to get hot like that again. And then the Jayhawks will get cold like that again. That's when you can say stuff like that, when there's these crazy flukes that's happening out of nowhere. When one team is shooting half-court shots and they go off the backboard and making them, it's like, bro, you could never do this again. But when you have an offensive line like Miami has, and they are pushing through your defensive line consistently, just outmanning them, and then you've got a defensive line of Miami who's going around your offensive line consistently. You got the defensive tackles for the Hurricanes who are just running through, around, over your offensive line. It's not fluke. It's not fluky. It's not luck. You just got outdone that day. So unless you can go and lift some magic weights that's going to give you twice the amount of strength, and you're going to put on some magic shoes that makes you twice as fast and athletic and all that, it's not happening. So go ahead and give up the ghost, as they say. It's a done deal. And then Caleb Downs made a statement that said, we played bad football. Guess what? If I play LeBron James today, I bet you I would play what most folks would say some bad basketball. They were like, this fool Jordan was out there dribbling the ball off his foot. He got his shot blocked over and over. He just played a bad brand of basketball. I say, well, you see that 6'8" fool over there? I can't score on him. That's why I look like I was playing bad basketball. He made me play bad basketball. That's why Ohio State lost. They played bad football because they played against a team who forced them into playing bad football. That's simple. So that's all I got for y'all today. I saw that video and it annoyed me like crazy. I think when you lose in a sport, you just lose. Sometimes your opponent plays out of their mind and it's like, they could never do that again. I understand being frustrated when that happens. But when you got a team that's just faster than you, stronger than you, and consistently pounding you over and over and over, you got to just admit it, man. We lost to a better team. It is what it is, right? So please do like the video. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to continue building this thing 1 like and 1 subscription at a time, y'all. And as I always say, every subscription, every like helps me take care of my family even better. So I appreciate y'all's support. All right. Take care. God bless. Peace.